my dear Aries, this is a reading about what the person most on your mind would want to happen between you two, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And I read in the order of birthdays, and this time I wish happy birthday to Taurus. And this is the Taurus display showing some cultures that have worshipped the cow or the bull. As an extended member to this channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's a 4 elements reading up. Why do I struggle to release attachment? For the full members to this channel, and a love and career reading that was really interesting is up for all the members to the channel. Subscribe and check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I used the Steampunk Tarot by Barbara Moore for the readings part, and I will start shuffling your cards. When I open your deck here, I see a Page of Wands and the 7 of Wands. So it feels like someone wants you, but not to any price. Okay, they have their dignity. Okay, I call the Divine with love and light. 3 of Cups. They might even parade other people in front of you to show you that they actually have other options, or they might tell you that you know, that person was interested in them. It's because, you know, they want you, but they don't want to. It's almost like you have some idea of how they should be, and they want to tell you that people love them for who they are. Okay, they don't need to change. So I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands. Seems that as if this is you and this is them, and both are a little bit on the defense. You are not happy with their behavior, and they try to not make that feeling change them. Okay, even if you feel like that, they want to be who they are, no matter the cost. Okay. And I call the 6 elements, and here we have the Page of Pentacles with the 7 of Wands. I think they are actually ready to transform, but you know, the more we tell a child that you should do things this way, they want to do things the other way. So I think a little bit reverse psychology can be a great ingredients here, maybe to avoid unnecessarily like heartbreak, or even someone, you know, cheating, or you know, proving that they can be loved by someone else, and that this person doesn't want to change them and love them for who they are. Why can't you, that they love them for who they are? So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aries viewers. So I want my dear Aries to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So just tune in here for a few seconds to you, the person most on your mind, and what this person would want to happen between you two. So this is the most likely action, but also the evolution of the relationship. And this is what they would want to have happen between you two. And it's the Lovers here. So they want to be together with you. They feel a lot of love for you, but they also feel as if you're not happy with them. It's almost like having parents nagging at you, or, you know, wanting, you have one dream, you want to be like a musician, and they want you to go to law school. That kind of feeling. But you know, you still love your parents, you just wish they would love you too, just the way you are. And this is the most likely action. So we have a little Page of Cups, so it's like they're asking you to love them for the person that they are, and not the person that you would want them to be. This is their intention. 5 of Swords. They are going to stick to their gun. They are not going to lay flat on their face. They're not going to give in. So if you want to change them, they're going to continue arguing with you, raising hell, and you know, causing problems. And this is their feelings. 3 of Pentacles, they would want you to work together, but from their point of view, it's as if you want to change everything with them and you have an agenda. This is how we should do things, and you don't listen to how they want to do things. So they would want a better cooperation with you, and then they wouldn't have to fight you. If you would, you know, if you would give in to half, they could give in to half of the stuff. This is how they view you. 7 of Swords, you don't want to give in to anything. If you can't have it in the way that you want it, then you threat leaving them, and that's why they are threatening. They are saying, I have other option. Other people would love me for who I am without me needing to change. And you kind of say, from their perspective, it doesn't have to be like this. This is how they see things. And from their, and you are saying, if you don't change, I will leave you because I need you to behave in all these kind of ways. Okay, so they don't trust you, that you care for them. They think you care for them for an idea you have of love, or an idea that you have that whomever person could feel. But with their unique personality might not be the best fit. So this is how they view the relationship. They view it as this love and great potential there, but this with your expectations of them, or with the feeling that they have, that you want them to be someone else or behave in other kind of way, is making them rebellic. Okay. So this is what they would want to have happen. And I don't believe they want this to happen, but this is what they see will happen, that everyone has an opinion of them and how they need to be. And here they are trapped and, you know, useless and worthless, because apparently they are not worthy of being loved for who they are. So this is probably their fear, and they're projecting a lot of this onto you. And probably you are getting triggered because they are rebelling against the idea of what you want with them. Maybe you also want them to change, but I think half of it is you wanting them to change. The other half is them imagining that you want them to change, because they have this pattern from the past, from childhood, from earlier relationship, even from past lives, that they are never good enough. And they are rebelling against this idea because they want to be good enough. They want to be worthy of love just for who they are. So therefore, they are rejecting like a lot of friends and family members, and you, if you even ask them to change just a little. And we can see here 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords. So it's a lot of thoughts going on, and they have quarrels with you in their head, and they are defending themselves, and they are putting your name and like your opinion. This is what you think, and this is what you would say, and they would say this, and they would defend themselves. And so a lot of things is going on in their head that might not really go on in reality. The best way to deal with people like this is to often to take away the things that they are rebelling against. You know, don't ask that of them anymore. Even if it's something really crucial for you, pretend like you don't want it. So then usually they stop rebelling against that thing and start to act normal. But sometimes we can let them rebel about something that isn't, you know, that crucial for us. So we can argue with them about something that we don't care about. We can say, no, don't wear those jeans. You need to have, you know, nice pants if we're going to this very nice restaurant. And then they will go with jeans and maybe a jacket to just rebel against you. And maybe you think that that's, you know, one of the best outfits they have. So you can act like you are upset with it, but really you're content. It's really a little bit manipulative, but we need to give people something to rebel against so they can feel as they are defining themselves. If they are still a little bit in the stage of being a teenager, haven't really rebelled against the world. So you need to drop them like something they can rebel against, or they will find stuff that's really important for you that they will rebel against. They will find the most important thing for you and, you know, start doing the opposite, or stop being responsible in that area. So it's better to let them rebel against things you don't really care about, and then act as if you don't care about the things you really care about, because you don't want them to rebel in those areas. And if they are already rebelling in those areas, stop acting like you care. Don't make a fuss. Try to love yourself more. Stand up for yourself. Take care of yourself. Make nice things for yourself. You know, take you on a night out with your friends, or start a new hobby, or whatever that can distract you from the crazy things that they are doing. It will, like, the momentum of the rebellion will slowly fade away when there's no resistance from you. When we resist things, it persists. And when you yield, it will just disappear. So it's a good way if you're dealing with a person that's sweet, but have some issue with haven't felt entirely loved by the world. So prove to them that you love them for whoever they are by accepting them. Accept and, you know, kind of let go a little bit. So here they are on the barricades, fighting for the right to be themselves. But in the same time, they are asking, do you love me? Am I worthy of love? Is there a future for us? Even if I did that yesterday, do you still want me to come over today? So here I don't think they are teenager anymore, maybe 3 years old. Okay. Chariot. And then when they come, they want to do things in their own way, and they might have done something, for example, bought a car that's, you know, was totally unnecessary and a big waste of money, but just say it's nice, you know, don't start like, oh, why did you do that? If it wasn't your money, of course, then, you know, freeze your account so they can't get to them. Maybe separate economy in these trying times can be a good idea. But if they bought the car for their own money, you can say, oh, it's super nice. Wonderful purchase. And they will find out themselves that, you know, it has really expensive spare parts and it's not that good to drive in the winter. They will figure that out on their own. Even if you knew all the stuff before they do, you don't have to tell them. Let them figure it out for themselves. And here we have the hangman. This is them figuring it out for themselves. And it's, you know, they have a lot of stuff to figure out. Let them, you know, beat their head into the brick wall. And, you know, don't try to prevent them or stop them from doing that. It's probably something that they need to do to learn and develop. Here we have, it's like a picture of the adolescent years or different phases where we go through. 3 years old, we have this kind of phase when we start to rebel. 6 years old, we have another type of maturing thing going on. Teenager years, when we turn 30, when we turn 40, 50, we have different of these things that we go through, and this person needs to go through it to be able to mature. So throw them a bone, something that they can rebel against, and you know, offer non-resistance with the things where it's really important, because then it will not be fun to rebel in these areas. This is very personal for this person. It's not your problem. It's not your issue. If you love the person, love them for who they are. If you think that they need to be in some other way or you can't stand being with them, break up with them. If you think that you can love them for who they are, take your hands off a little bit and, you know, throw them a bone, something that they can argue about. But then just show a lot of trust that, I trust you to manage this and you will make the best decision here. But just remember to be in opposition of some things so that they still can do this rebellion, because it's important. In other case, they can't grow. So the winged wise one, angelic help, miraculous aid. So this is a really good thing, the divine says. If this can happen, if they can go through this metamorphosis, it will, mean a miracle. And the divine is helping them, so you don't really need to butt in that much, more than this occasionally. The things that you see when they are like ready to make a fight with you, and you know that you don't care much or whatever way this is going, then you can fight with them a little bit. It's helpful. The fledgling, so it's really a little beginner here that's they don't know everything, but they feel also diminished, as if everyone else knows everything and they know what they should be, or how they should educate themselves, or what car they should buy, or what clothes they should have, and they feel as if everyone got their shit together and they don't know squat. But by making their own mistakes, they will learn, they will become more self-sufficient, they will become wiser, smarter, take better responsibility. So by all means, let them do their own mistakes. Let them come from being a fledgling to becoming something more wise and more experienced. And you don't want to be there for all the when they are sighing about the big bills for the car. You can say, well, it's a really expensive car. Of course, it's going to be expensive to maintain it, but maybe you need to take an extra shift. So it can be like that, instead of saying, I told you so, you shouldn't have bought that car, it's not a sensible car. So it's don't make it your problem. Let this person, it's them that needs to, they think they're coming in with this fancy car, and then it's more like this experience. They need to have that experience. If you already have it, you already know how it's going to be, then you have learned. You don't need to learn that again. You are not going to buy that sort of car, but let them do it if they so darn want it, and let them have the same experience. So maybe they will find out that this is their big passion in life, and they can overcome any obstacle, and they might become really enthusiastic and passionate about these type of cars, and maybe make a profession in or around these cars in the future. You can't tell, and you shouldn't let stop another person's soul from being able to reach their goals, or be able to learn the things that they need to learn. So try to keep your head down a little bit while this person probably makes a little bit of a mess here and there. We are a bad match. Yeah, probably, because in some ways, because you know so many things, and you can feel how it would feel to do that thing, or you can know the consequences of this thing. So you're probably a little bit more mature and have been through more and a little bit more experienced, or you can just you have better fantasy, so you can know how things are going to be. I remember this with some people that they actually need to feel firsthand how things smell, or how they look, or even if it's something gruesome, and I know it's going to be awful to look at it, this person needs to look at it anyway, and they need to dissect it, or they need to go into that situation and learn all about that. And I know it's going to be awful. I know they are going to be nauseated, but if they need to do it, they need to do it. Okay, so it's not that you're a bad match per se. It's more that you're on different stages when it comes to experience, but don't rub that into that person's face. They know that they are this little fledgling already, and it makes them upset that everyone diminishes them and takes away their own decision making, always say that their ideas are stupid or wrong, or let them have their ideas, let them do their thing. I need you in my life. I used you as supply. And this is true, but I don't think it's from a narcissistic point of view. It's more as a child is using you to rebel against. They need to rebel against you. If they don't do that, they can't grow. So in that case, you are supply. I have a traumatized inner child. Yes, because I guess this is a grown-up person. They are not 3 years old. They are not 12 years old. They're probably like 25, 50s, 85, and they still act like this teenager. And probably they weren't able to go through their adolescence in a healthy kind of way. Maybe they got beaten up if they rebelled, or maybe people just took their hands off them if they didn't do whatever their parents said. Then it's very hard to rebel and go through your adolescence, and then you're stuck for the rest of your life until you're able to do it. So yes, that's probably the reason to why this person behaves like this right now. But it's no disaster. It's just a little bit delayed adolescence and a delayed maturity. If you let them rebel now, things are going to become splendid in the future, because then you won't have this problem at least anymore. Okay. So I would urge you to watch the love reading for May, or the what do they want to happen reading from previous month, to get more information about this relationship. On my first channel page, there's a playlist for your specific astrological sign, where you can watch all the latest readings for your specific sign in one single playlist. On the end screen, you will see a link to that playlist, so go and check it out. And if you want to see the channel's readings in advance and ads free, you can become an extended member to the channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week, and personal readings for elements readings and all signs readings for the full members to the channel. Subscribe and then check out the different levels through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. Thank you for watching this far. Remember to like and share this video, and hit the bell notification on your way out to get an update when the next video is up. Until then, stay blessed and bye for now.